Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Ferda Shores Podcast. This is episode number 9 with your host, TimmysCoffee, alongside my co hosts. We got Zedge. What is up, Zedge?
Yow.
And of course, we now have Doug. What's up, Doug?
Yeah, was good.
We're gonna have a fun one here. Episode number 9, like I said, guys. It's been about 3 weeks. I think that's better than 2 months or whatever the previous one was. So 3 weeks. Yeah, we're doing better, guys. We're doing better, and obviously in the last 3 weeks, we've had a couple things happen. Nothing crazy, but obviously Zedge maxed, so that was within the last episode, and obviously I think it was pretty quick after the last one. I think it was what was it like? It was like 3 or 4 days later. I think you had maxed after that last episode of ours. How's and then how's
Yes.
so how has it been post Max, Mr. Zedge? How have you been? So obviously, I think right away you pretty much just turned to getting alts to trader, right? Was that what you did? Or
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you too, dude. I don't know what the heck that grind did to me, man, but yo, I'm like I need a little break from all that. So I did get them to one of them to Hope Forest, the other one to the mines, and I'm
Mm,
just like, yo, you know what? I did way too much of this grind, yo. Let me just take a break, man. I'm not trying to just be the person who like I 9K'd and then I'm gone. Like I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
avoid
yeah.
that because there's a lot of people, I barely even see them now. Couple names.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if they're showing up for holiday events anymore, which would be crazy. That's the minimum I'll do if I do
God.
not get on. I've been passive logging though. I've been getting my stone maulers, the passive potions. I'm like, yo,
Oh
everyone's
yeah, I saw
asking me,
that.
are you prepping Stelma? Are you prepping Stelma? I'm like, you know what? I'm prepping the passive because I'm not interested in competing. I am done.
Yeah, no, fair, fair. It's prep,
Yeah,
at least prep. You're prepping what you know you're gonna do, which is
yeah.
which is pretty logical. It kind of fucking actually makes sense.
The only thing I would do, like, because obviously you got prep passive, right? You want to get to a level where it starts becoming worth it, the passive. The early milestones are always, like, in my opinion, terrible. But you do
Right.
what you do. But yeah, that's the minimum I'll do probably. Stonewall. Just get to a passivable state and then yeah. I'll still play, like there's a lot of stuff on the horizon. So that's the one thing that I am looking forward to. But as of right now, I'm just trying to switch from being a person who invested, like 15 plus hours a day minimum consistently to just someone who's just, playing the game for enjoyment. Because that's the one thing I did learn. The more hours I put into this, I felt like I became a shareholder for Fen Research, even though the only thing I was putting in was time. It's not like I said, "Hey, here's millions of dollars. I'm your shareholder, Andrew." Like no. So and that's the one big thing, a lot of us have to remember. Just because we're in early access,
Yeah.
yeah, we're giving in feedback, this and that, but that doesn't mean that everything that we say is going to be put in.
No.
Like that's
Yeah.
just not how this works. We
Not at
don't own
all.
anything. And that's the one
Exactly.
thing that I have to, I at one point I just accepted defeat with that.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. You kind of
the,
have to, unfortunately.
yeah. People like me on this day and age, about detective, yo, so be it, man.
Hmm.
Me personally, I'm still like, I think
Oh.
detective could like do so much for
We'll
them.
still,
They
yeah,
just need to switch it around.
we're still gonna,
Yeah,
yeah, like we'll still push it. Like we'll probably, I'll definitely bring that up again later because we're gonna push that. We'll push that every episode, like we push fucking passive and all that. Like don't be like, come on now, like we'll definitely push that. But what I wanted to ask
yeah.
is because I missed this completely somehow because obviously we just had what was it, I guess maybe 3 days ago, 4 days ago, we finally just had the forest quest that has been under construction for, I mean, a minute now. I think that forest quest has been on our radar for, God, at least 2 months, like minimum 2 or 3, like I think 3 months, honestly. And I know I'll get to my question here. So it kind of pushed the combat update back. We were expecting the combat update to actually drop on the day of that the quest ended up dropping, and
Mm.
I missed that, and that's why I was confused. But so how did what are your guys' thoughts about the about it getting pushed back, and what are your thoughts about what potentially might get introduced during this first small iteration of combat, because I know what Andrew said in that little spiel that he had in the dab was that there's going to be 5 updates, 5 separate combat updates. First one small, second and third being larger updates, probably more core mechanics and stuff like spec attacks. I'm assuming at that point, and then the fourth one another little small integration. Then the fifth one like the Holy Grail is what he was like huge. So what do you guys think this first one, this small update coming? Again, I don't even know when it was. I know you guys know the date. Fuck, I don't. I know Zedge probably knows. I don't know. Fuck.
I'm thinking, in reality, I'm thinking so I'm trying to remember exactly what's coming when. I know that food is going to be used in the first one,
That's what I'm
and
thinking.
that you
Yeah.
won't instantly re-heal
Yep. Yeah.
after a fight. So I think food is going to make a play into that.
That would be sick, because if
So
they do, that would be. I think you're right. And if you're right in this, that would be smart to do in the first update, because that'd be getting people used to something that we haven't had, and used to something that is like so integral for combat. Like that is like you're gonna want to get people used to that, because again we haven't had that for the first almost 2 years of the game, and people have been asking and I wrote this down that this has literally been a talking point since day one, and this is actually why a lot of people on RuneScape said, what the fuck, like I'd rather go play Runes, because this healing potion shit, and then the fact that again you regen full health, and you don't it is a bit of a fuck around, considering there is fish in the game that is useless. So that's why I wrote it down. It's been a talking point since day one, and I am glad that I will be very glad if they do come through with that update, and that it is it's just that it just finally benefits this basically my first grind. Like my first grind was Fisher, thinking that it would be one of the most useful things. It is, because obviously food is essentially one of the most, if not the most useful thing in the game of RuneScape, especially in the beginning. So that was obviously kind of my thought. And then not only that, I love fishing. But then whenever I finished, or was like midway through Fish, I was like, "Fuck, this shit's useless outside of cooking XP." And not only that, obviously I went through I could spiel forever, but I went through the ringer, because there was no updates at that point getting to that 500 Fisher, and it basically just being rendered useless until, like I said, now 2 years later, finally kind of like getting to feed on those fruits that we had planted for the over a year and a half. For God's sakes, man.
Yeah. I think there's a big thing too about this, like, because we talked about it briefly a couple times. There's like this power dynamic between like, which professions are the most useful versus the most leastful, the least useful,
Yes.
and Chef was always the one all the way at the bottom tier. Like all the effort you put in, it didn't sum up to anything.
Yeah.
They do have an interlink as well that's coming through, so like.
True.
I guess I want to say, like if you want to have a better time with Carpenter, consider getting your milestone up for Chef. 2 reasons: combat, and then the second reason, your timber bank for the carpentry. It's gonna be closer to the carpenter area than it is now, because right now you got to go through freaking basically Africa almost. Like,
dude, it is bad. It's fucked.
Yeah, and back in my day, when I was doing that carpentry leaderboard race, dude, it was bad, man. Half the time I was banking, I was like, dude, am I really doing this? Like, it's so slow as molasses. Like, I was thinking end game, but then also like I was racing people too for a top 10 position in that damn thing.
What were you doing? What were you doing at that time to like dampen the pain? I know you were like, I swear if I wasn't mistaken, you were watching like what anime were you watching? I swear you hadn't been watching an anime at that point, because I know you would just brain dead because you were pissed, but I know you're just like, I'm just going brain dumb. You're watching something.
I was watching a bunch of anime, man, at that time, dude. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what that.
Because obviously, because you knew, because you were going through the pain of banking that, but then that knowing that you had worse to come, which was Bone Right with those fucking planks and those fucking or staves or whatever the dude that I can't. That's crazy.
What I do know for sure though, during that time too, I started watching the Star Wars, like all them Star Wars movies. That definitely came in clutch, dude. Yo.
Did you watch the Did you watch the animated series all the way through as well then?
That's the only one I didn't watch, because unironically, by the time I started like watching Star Wars, I think I was like around like 470 or something like that. So I was around the very end of that. Yeah. As far as anime though, all I know is there was a bunch of anime. I think one of them was Dragon Ball Daima. That's the
Oh
last
yeah,
Dragon
yeah,
Ball
yeah.
before the dude passed away. Rest in
Damn.
peace to the goat who created
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace,
man.
indeed. Yeah, interesting. Didn't you say you
Dude.
don't like? Did you say you don't like Dragon Ball or like base Dragon Ball? I can't remember if you said that. I know
No,
someone said
I
that.
was fine with all of them. I
Okay.
enjoyed them. I know there were some
Fuck,
people in
someone
the
said that.
yeah. Someone said that. I don't know who the heck it was, man. How
Yeah,
dare you?
someone said that in
Yo,
someone's chat, and I was like, "What the actual
yeah,
fuck is
nah.
this?"
Get the heck out of here.
I've watched Dragon Ball so many times, and Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, back to back, like 100 times. Like it's not even funny how many fucking times. But,
Yeah.
but then that's why, and I've
Cause,
and I've publicly admitted, and I'm embarrassed about it, that I got not even, I think maybe halfway through Super and stopped watching, which is
dude,
embarrassing as fuck. I literally got to the tournament to like where it was just heating up, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna stop watching. I don't know. I was like, what is wrong with me? And I still haven't gone back. I've got issues,
oh
but yeah,
man, Tournament of
I do love.
Power.
That's what I mean. I'm stupid as fuck. Like, I got issues, but yeah,
Okay,
I love Dragon Ball.
so question then. All right, and I don't mean to go too far off Brighter Shores at
Hello.
this point, but
Oh, we are. But hello.
now here's the next question for you guys, and I'm not asking you which one's better. I'm asking if you
Uh-oh.
like both. Okay, how do we feel about Naruto?
I've never watched, or I haven't watched in over 20 years. So I don't know.
Are we comparing like Naruto versus Dragon Ball right now?
No, I'm not asking you
Not
which one's
compare-
better because I was talking to someone the other day and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh,
I
I never
can't
watched
even.
it because Dragon Ball is so much better." And I'm like, all right, well, hold on. I'm like, I don't know if I'd use the word
Well, that's
better because if you
crazy,
make it all the
yeah.
way to Shippuden, it's pretty goated. So I
Yeah.
was like, let's take that out. I can't
Oh,
truly. If
man.
someone asked me, I only had to pick one for the rest of my life, I'd rather just die because I couldn't pick just one.
Oh, I would pick another one. I wouldn't even pick both of those. And
What
this
would
is
you
what
go?
I would say if you're gonna do the Carpenter grind and you want something super mind numbing, yo, watch One Piece while you're doing Carpenter.
Yeah, that's one thing I never watched. Never watched One Piece. I did watch Death
Yo.
Note though. Never watched One Piece.
The one issue I will say with One Piece, you have to get past like maybe 1 to 200 episodes because the 1 to 200, I'll be honest, it's kind of slow. That's why they made that Netflix series. So if you want to, technically you could skip some of that by watching that Netflix series. Some of the story may
Yeah.
be a little bit, like, oh, what the heck? But like overall, you'll understand the gist and you'll still, speed up. But like, yeah, once you get to like after the 200 episodes of One Piece, dude, it just starts getting more addicting. Like you just can't you can't stop watching it. And that's the one thing. If I were to go back and have to do Carpenter, yeah, I'd probably
Dude.
just binge watch all of One Piece again.
That hypes me up because I'm on like episode.
Yeah.
I think I'm on episode 119. So if it gets lit
Oh,
after if it gets
yeah,
lit
dude.
after 200, that's pretty
Oh,
hype.
it's-
Or maybe
yeah,
I'm
man.
on 150. I can't remember. Fuck, I can't remember. It's
Either
been a
way,
while though.
it's
It's been a few months.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I love that about animes though, dude. Everyone's like, yeah, all you need to do is break past
You
the
just-
200 episodes,
got-
which total up to about a month and a
Yeah.
half worth.
You just
It's like, but then it gets great. It's like, oh,
just gotta
yeah,
watch
sure.
70
It is
hours.
Yes, man. Hey, it's like video games, right? You gotta start off with a shitty character
How
who
long
barely
is
has
that?
anything, and then you gotta put in the time. But then once you got
No
the time
potion
put
belt.
in, you start having all that content, and that's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
I'm trying to
Oh
see how many
man.
hours that. I thought it's. Yeah, I was like, you just got. Yeah, it's 66 hours roughly. Yeah, I said 70.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty. Just got to invest 70 hours, then you break through to the
Yeah,
other
just do
side.
it. Hey,
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
man.
But yeah, and so anyway, podcast listeners, anime is how you play Brighter Shores. That's
Yes.
why everyone says it's the second because hilariously enough, most people's main screen is anime.
Mhm.
Oh fucking hell! I mean, to be fair, it was for me too. I'm not kidding. During that 500 grind, all I did was stream. Why did I just go? I just went absolutely full Baki. I did Baki, and then what did I do after? I think I did Baki, and then I want to say I did Dragon Ball. I think it was a different anime, but I want to say I started doing Dragon Ball. And then I got 500 and then just stopped streaming.
And then
for a
it's
little
like,
bit.
yeah,
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, anime is it is the way. It is hilariously enough how I kind of entertained myself on stream as well. Was watching anime to get 500 Fisher. So it's the play, guys. And then also don't forget, stay massive. Set your fucking passive.
Yes.
Just gotta tuck that in there. Tuck that one in there. I'm sure
Yeah.
Zedge is maxed and is doing it. So no fucking excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses to anybody. Just saying. Just
And I'll throw this out too, right? Like, cause I said, yeah, I'm taking a break from those alts. Look, they don't got 2x, right? Their 2x is done. I just set them. They got their
doesn't even
1x. Hey,
matter.
it is what it is, bro.
Doesn't even matter,
I'm still
yeah.
setting up passive. I'm more
I do
massive
that.
than I was yesterday.
I do that
Every
all the
day
time.
I'm going.
All the time. I not all the time, but like there's a couple days where I have to. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat. I'll just eat a 1x for a day or two, like whatever. Who fuck you? Like fuck it. It doesn't matter.
It's still progress. You just log in for a couple of minutes. You logged back out. You're done.
If even a couple minutes. I mean, well, I guess if you're doing all 3 accounts, sure. But yeah, if you're just doing if you're just flipping one account, yeah, it's like 10 seconds. Bye.
It's quick. Yep. Easiest thing people could do that they're not doing, and I guarantee you. And I've said it, a couple streams, like, cause I'll keep it $150 with everybody. Like right now, they're in their second year. They're about to approach their second year. I said give it 5 years. I'm more like I'm trying to be as realistic as possible and establish better expectations for myself. So I'm not disappointed. I'd say from right now maybe give them another 4 years, just because that's just it. All I am going with this is the more time they have with this thing, the better it'll be. That's just it.
Yeah, no, I kept looking at the checklist and and in the beginning I'm like, fuck, they're not getting anything done. But then I look back at them like, nah, they are steadily getting shit done, and they're not, and they're making sure it's done right. Like even if they have to go back and fucking redo it 3 times, which we're in the introduction stage of doing with combat now. He's making it happen the right way. Yes, it's taking a fuckload of time, but yeah, I respect it. Honestly, I again, like we were saying earlier, like we were so demanding and like fucking ridiculing the shit out of them on the daily, and then there's just a realization point where it's just like, yo, they're doing really good shit. Is it taking a long time? Yes. Is it worth it though? Hell yes. So yeah, you're just like, damn, you know what? The ridicule is gonna stop. Let's just feed them ideas, and if they take them, they take them. And if they don't, they don't. It's still a good game. So yeah, man. I fucking love this. I truthfully love this game to death, and it's funny too because I'm finally starting to watch a little bit more RuneScape. I have no desire to play, but I'm glad that I'm watching it because it makes me realize that I actually do enjoy playing Brighter Shores more than RuneScape, and that I am making the right choice in playing it. But it also makes me happy that I haven't like lost my love for RuneScape fucking clearly. So yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yo, the RuneScape guy, the CEO now, Mod North, he's been very public facing about wanting to make the game better, this and that. Anytime players ask him questions, like, cause he's even been in podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they
man.
ask questions. The dude, like, you could smell the passion in him. And I'll just be honest, dude. Yo, that's probably the best decision Jagex has made in a long time. And I'm not even trying to they got content, this and that, but dude, the fact that you actually have a CEO like that.
They got a real RuneScape player. Usually they get some scumbag piece of shit RuneScape player. This guy was like this guy was actually like a real legitimate RuneScape player, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like and it shows because that he has passion for it. And everyone like he could have just been a scumbag liar in the beginning just saying this shit, but he's been in this position for I'd like to say 4 years now, right? It's been a minute. Like I think he's 4 years in, and he's only done great fucking things, and has continued to say the same stuff, which is like extinguish bots, extinguish MXT or or MTX, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
microtransactions. Yeah.
Get rid of that shit, or at least minimize them to basically bonds, which is I think they've basically done to an extent, or at least I think they're trying to finish that in RuneScape 3. I haven't really kept up with it, and now you have people. I just saw it today or in the last couple days. This RuneScape 3 leagues, or technically just RuneScape leagues because it's not old school. And you got all these old school players like jumping over to go play because RuneScape is actually becoming a playable game. Not necessarily again, but just more playable than it was. It's always been playable, but but obviously old school's just it's more favorable to people's play style. This is because it's just the game that everyone's played since fucking day one. RS3 is more,
Yeah.
it's way more. It is honestly, it is like it's like a cross between Guild Wars and WoW. It really just, but it's RuneScape. It's the weird. I have a
Yeah.
I have a problem playing. I can't play it. I can skill on it, but I cannot do combat. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It's cool, honestly. I like. I mean, I like watching it, but I can skill. But doing combat is like yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, I just don't. I old school. I'll go play old school if I want. But then obviously I'm just playing Brighter Shores instead. So
Exactly.
and yeah, and just the fact that, man, I think that will bring a lot of people back at least to try Brighter Shores again. And maybe I'm sure it'll keep a couple people addicted and playing, but just the fact that they will have food enabled, and then the fact that I can't remember how Andrew stated it, but just the fact that you don't like regenerate health automatically now after battle just makes it so much more, not necessarily realistic, but just way more fluid. It's just like, okay, yes, I just finished that battle at 10% HP. Now in between fighting mobs, I heal up to at least 50, 60, 70% and then go again. Instead of being like, okay, I'm at full health. What the fuck? Yeah. And then oh man, I guess that's the other thing. I don't remember if he touched on it. I didn't really read all of. Actually, no. I guess I did read most of what Andrew said in that dab speech, but I don't think he mentioned the like that what the fuck, dude? Maybe I did get too high. Like staying in kite engagement, like whenever you're trying to move during combat. If they address that, if they can address that movement, where you're not just like all of a sudden hands up whenever you're moving, like you should be able to just normal pace movement. Go grab this, go grab that. Will I take a bit of mob damage while I'm doing it? Yes, but it shouldn't be just like criminally slow while you're doing it. Like but and not only that, I don't think you can actually grab other shit while you're engaging. I hope they. I really, really hope they fucking just break the chains off of combat. Basically, there's so many chains on combat right now that just make you feel in slow mode.
I think one of the biggest things that combat really does need, and it would be pulling it from RuneScape, but I think it needs it, is the ability to turn off seeing certain things on the ground and having them glow their name above it. Because if you're fighting the same mob for a while, right? I remember Zed, you sent a photo before when you were fighting the frogs, and it was the floor was covered, and all you saw was all the text to the point where you could barely even see the mobs at that point. Like, let me just highlight what I want to highlight. Let me just turn off one of them rather than forcing me to have to stare at all of these or have to pick them up.
The problem is, I think that's an API, and Andrew does not fuck with API. Like, that's a plugin.
I'm pretty sure he could set it up though, so it's like
he could
within his own game and character.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he that's what I mean. He would have to do it exactly. I'm just saying the old school one is like a fan made one from like fucking like a from like over a decade ago at this point.
Yeah.
But he could do it himself. He could, and he could. He absolutely could. And I think it'd be. And I think with Fenforge, it is easy. I think it is easy. Maybe I'm crazy, but
I'm pretty sure. Because I guess this is the one thing we keep forgetting to bring up too. There are features, right? I'm pretty sure I don't know how it all works out, but because I don't own the Fenforge, clearly. But one of the features we kept talking about was how we wanted the holiday items to be like account bound, right? as opposed to like character bound, because if you
Right.
did the holiday on this account, then it should be for all your characters on that account. Makes
Yeah.
sense. You don't want people to three-peat the damn thing. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
That's super annoying and frustrating. But anywho, he said like, yeah, we're working on this. It's only a matter of time. But what is doing that is he has to put it in through the engine and all that, I'm assuming. And that said, that's the other big upside that we do have though. Like engine work does take time, and that's why it took them like 10 plus years to like freaking get this thing set up. Like, because I read up on this a bit.
Yeah.
But like the big upside to all this is like, if he wants to change something, he can just do it. He doesn't have to talk to a third party and be like, yeah, hey, I need this, or is there a solution to this? And the other thing too, he doesn't have to deal with additional costs, because that's one of the big things too.
Yeah.
When you use one of these engines, they're
True.
after your money.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, you're paying me 30%.
Yeah, they're like,
Fuck
oh, you want to
no.
run this engine differently? Oh yeah, extra 15% this year. Yep. But then
this engine is sick though. Like this engine runs,
dude, it's so smooth.
amazingly.
It's so that's what I mean. I literally can't go back to RuneScape. It literally feels like it just feels wrong.
Buttery smooth.
It is.
It's
disgusting.
He killed it on that end. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no latency. It's just beautiful. Yeah. Fucking, it's so nice. It is like, oh my god, yeah. But then that's funny too, because you're right. Yeah, right. Everything plays in his favor except for what we were talking about earlier, right before the podcast, is the chat. Everything plays in his favor except for chat, because chat is technically public, and that's why the whole lawyer thing comes into the place, because it's so public and people can literally just destroy his reputation through just saying fucked up shit in game, just because of like I said, I think it's mainly to do with the British like speech laws. Like I don't think it's much to do with anything else other than that. Like obviously the other laws they're strict, but not that fucking strict, like to the point where you can't jokingly say shit basically. Like it's just always going to be taken as a threat or seriously.
Yeah, because I feel like that's my biggest issue. I would chat more, but now I just keep like the chat off, because then people will say hi.
Yeah.
And I want to keep doing what I'm doing and keep my loop going, or like whatever, I have to run out. And like I want to start a whole conversation if I'm leaving in a second.
Yeah, that's why you're right. I think literally episode chat is, I think it is the play. I just hope they can do their legalities with what they got to do to make it happen, because but I genuinely think episode chat is like it's the play for sure, because then at least when Andrew was doing that, at least most people are F2P in this game. I think at least most people would have gotten a Hopeport broadcast if he wanted more people to see what he was saying there, because I think he maybe had a collective fucking 10 people seeing what he was saying. So it's like, I don't even I don't know.
That's the thing with Andrew though. Like he's not. He has plans. He'll tell people plans, but he's not going to announce it to the whole world.
Exactly. It's so true. And
in a way, I kind of do appreciate him for that. Like, I know everyone's like, "Yo, well, why didn't he make this a public post or this or that?" But the reason why this game's still in early access, look, if you're around and he's on his Andrew account or whatever it is, like by all means, like he might tell you a thing or two, but don't expect him to tell you everything. The game's still not fully released. He understands like the assignment. Like, yo, just keep your head down, do what you're doing. That's all.
That's exactly it. He's like exactly like I think he just hopes that everyone understands that like we actually can trust him. I think that was his issue in the beginning, is that he felt like nobody trusted him. It's like, no, we trust you. It's just there's unfortunately a huge amount who are saying that they don't, but there's a ton who do. So like, let's weed those other guys out, which has finally happened over the course of the last, basically like 12 to 16 months, let's say. Obviously a lot and that's the thing is, but obviously, did we lose a bunch of people who do trust in him still? Yes, but those guys will be back once they see the content. And that's the other thing. Oh, that's a huge thing. I didn't write it down, but I saw it. Fuck, I can't believe I didn't write that down. That's insane. But he did confirm 100% coming will be dungeon repeatable bosses. He said that. He said that. Yep. So So anybody who is like, "Fuck, are we ever gonna?" Yes, we are gonna see that. But obviously, combat comes basically making combat playable to repeat these dungeon bosses is a priority first. Yeah, which is what we've been talking about the last 30 fucking minutes. Basically, is the food and combat. It's like, yeah, it's all gonna play together.
The moving in combat too. Hopefully, that's the. I don't know when they're going to do that, if they're going to do that, but that's one of those things. I'll just say like this, because he did say we're collecting feedback as we go. So after each combat update, if they don't have the moving, then I expect everyone watching this podcast to be like, yo, hey, Fen Research, we like this start, but yo, I like moving in combat. I don't like my character looking as if they're taking a shit while they're doing combat when moving and they're like crippled.
Yeah, like
I'm telling you, that's going to come stage 5. I really think that movement, because he's making it sound huge, I think it's going to be a movement update, and that's also when we'll get special attack. I think he's going to make his way all the way to the final one for
You know the big thing though? Like, I'll just say like this, right? We don't know what's coming stage 5, right?
Not at all.
They think they know what's coming stage 5. Because right now, all of this is thought. No. Listen to me. All this is a thought. It's not. They didn't get feedback.
Oh yeah.
No one says your movement sucks during combat. We're fucked. I'm just. They're gonna have to do it.
Oh god, brother.
You know what I'm saying? This is why. Like, feedback as they go. Keep giving them feedback as they go, even if it's something that minute, because by the time they do get there, hopefully it's already in there, or combat update 5, it's there. You don't want it to be 5 updates later, yo, keep up the great work, Fen, you guys are doing good, and then they have no clue that, yo, these small things are what's annoying people. They may be small, but they're big in the long term.
It's massive. The movement is fucking mad, and that's why I'm expecting the movement to be touched on either update 2 or 3. Because like I said, there's gonna be 5 updates. I think 2 or 3. Because he said the 2 and 3 are going to be larger updates. I think it's gonna be in one of those. I think that's whenever we see movement and spec attack. And then I just think the end. I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I think the end is the skill tree. If I was to make a speculation, I think the very end.
Oh
is
yeah,
the
you're probably
tree.
right. Yeah.
That's just me.
Man.
But yeah,
it's a lot.
It is a fuck. Well, that's what I mean. And then we have, and there's still also a small update in there too. That's what I mean. It is a lot. It's gonna be over the. It's gonna be another year, bro. This will be like we will be seeing this. We'll be seeing this done in like next June, maybe. Like I don't even know. Who fucking knows?
I think it's coming quicker.
Take longer.
Maybe. Well, it could come quicker. It could.
So he said that as soon as this dropped, right? Or I forget if it was after this quest or if it was after the world event.
It's after the world event.
He said that his entire focus was going straight into combat and combat only.
Yeah.
And he was putting some of the other team onto Stonewall.
I don't like the Stonewall thing, dude. I think they're being too. I'll just say it like this. I think they're being too optimistic about how combat's gonna play out. Cause, dude, you're not, man. If Andrew, okay, I'll just say it like this. If Fen Research manages to pull, and y'all could quote me, if Fen Research manages to pull this off without a hitch, like everything's just perfect, this dude is like the Rain Man of combat design in MMORPGs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, dude, it's not that easy to just get it.
Truthfully.
Like, I mean, and if you want to be more realistic about the whole thing, like, dude, it's been 2 years so far. You know, like. And during those 2 years, he's had to work on other parts of the game before he even got to touch combat.
That's what I mean. He hasn't even touched it.
Doesn't even count.
Yes, I mean, it doesn't count at all. Yeah, it actually doesn't count. Period. Like, not even at all.
Yeah, he may have had thoughts, before he went to bed at night. He might have written them down,
but he's not coded shit. They've not coded shit except for potions. The only thing they've coded is potions for combat, which was the luck potions, the enrage. That's it. That is.
And we already know how those are. Like those, I'm still. They need a rework of some kind. Yeah. That's just it.
They're meh. They're okay. They're okay, but they're not great. They're not good. They're not good at all.
And we mentioned it brief, like in Rage Post. I mean, that's screw it. Another day or whatever. Or we'll take the L's on that. But the luck pot specifically, I just think people should be able to have like more control over what specific thing they want to target. Like, yo, do I want to target a helmet? Do I want to target a armor piece? Do I want to target a weapon? If they don't want to get you too specific, yo, select the class that you want to target.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Like something like that. That way the luck pot feels more valuable to a certain extent.
It just it just feels like it works in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Because that's what it is. People are targeting. They're never like, oh, I'm just gonna pop this thing and whatever I get, I'm happy with. Like, no.
I tried to think like that, and then I was like, man, this is brutal. It's just it's just brutal. It's just like it's like succumbing to the RNG. You're like, I'm gonna let this RNG fuck me. Actually, it's like, oh wait, why am I thinking like that? Fuck.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh,
and we've talked about luck pop before, so yeah, if you guys haven't, man, in our previous podcast,
check it out.
You can listen to it fully. Check it out. We also talked about detective too, because they may not do the detective the way I wanted to, but like, yo, if they people would get annoyed, but at the end of the day, man, if they don't want to do a detective, then yo, do it with thieving then. LOL, like at this point, like, dude. Yeah, I know they don't want thieving either. I don't know, freaking beats me. One thing too about chat, because I'm just circling around a bit. Man, in 2026, I feel like I talk more in like Discords or on Twitch chats than I do in game personally. I know everyone's different with it. I think one of the big reasons too why I don't like talking much specifically, Ferda Shores too. Chat filter. Whenever I try typing stuff, like it just does not come out. And some of it's innocent too, so it's not like I'm typing. Yeah.
You see yesterday this is what I meant to say about 10 minutes ago when I was talking about the chat thing because of the lawyer shit, and thank God you just brought it back up. Remember yesterday? Just fluidly, I was just talking to you about the thing. You're saying I think I might be world's first conveyor belt, and then I was like I wish I knew what that meant. That shit, I said that shit needs a board, otherwise it's like but you saw this, it came through with a sensor, so it's like if it's almost like if you're speaking casually, and it comes through with a sensor, and funny enough, the last few times when I've said like ass, shit, or I think even fuck, it's come through with a sensor. Not just not just basically being like, oh, this can't even come through, period. So I think he has tweaked the chat slightly.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, I said shit yesterday and it just came through in a 4 stars to Zedge. Yeah. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. It just happened, yeah.
We should test it.
Oh,
come here and say some vulgar word that could get us banned. Come here.
What do you mean?
None of you guys are fucking on. I was gonna try to do it again, but yeah, none of you guys.
Oh no, I'm on. I'm just. I'm not hide. I'm a sneaky guy.
So I'm literally looking at the Ferda Shores login screen right now as we speak.
Respect.
I got.
Total level 40.
Going well.
I got total level 40.
What do you want from my life?
I want you to hit 9,001. Figure it out.
Fuck that.
That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
Over 9,000.
On here. Here.
Just figure it out.
There we go. I'm out in the world now. People can see me.
Yeah, people can see you. Oh man.
Give me one sec. Oh, okay. My boss texted me, but it's fine. Nothing too important.
No, dude, you're good. Just say recording. I quit. See ya.
No, basically it was just like he's just like, do you want? I was basically just saying like I'll be doing what I've been doing the last few, because it literally has not stopped raining for 5 days. He's like, do you want to just go out and check sites to get paid? I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, no shit, I want money. like, yes. But anyway, fucking. That's my so basically botany IRL is slowing down like a mofo, dude. As soon as it hits August here, it's the weather, it just completely 180s, bro. We had 6 weeks of between 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit weather, which is like what I don't the conversions fuck me up when I go back and forth, but it was between 90 to 95 degrees for 6 weeks straight, like no less, for 6. So it was just heat wave as fuck, and then like August comes. In half. It's fucking 10 degrees right now and raining. What the fuck? Like it's so it's like just a week ago it was fucking 95 or like 100. 10 degrees and raining right now, and it's been that for 5 days now. What the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm ready for fall. I'm done with this.
Yeah, it already is fall. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like August,
Yeah.
August is already. It's like end of August. It's already fall here.
True.
It's so fucked. I guess you guys probably get. Actually, yeah, you guys probably get it like what, like late September. We get it like we get it like late August. Yeah. So yeah.
You're very lucky.
I guess. Oh, I guess. Yeah.
People are like, "Oh,
I like
fall's
it. I like
in 1
fall.
month." I'm like, "No, it's not, dude. Like mid-September is always like 80 degrees. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. For us, it's not. Yeah, dude. Actually, the very first time I actually have completely off topic, but fuck, very first time I even had my wife here, it was mid-October, like dead mid-October, and I remember she was pissed because it was 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 10 degrees Celsius here or some shit, and I'm used to that. I think that's normal. Like that's t-shirt and like sweatpants for me, and she was just like full fucking winter jacket, freezing her ball sack off, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess you guys really aren't fucking used to that shit in like mid-October. For you guys, mid-October, you're probably like, oh, I fucking love this 65, 70 degree weather. Meanwhile, here it's like 45, 40, 35, and there's a fuck this. Like, she's just like, fuck this shit, bro. Well, and she's from Georgia too, so she's used to even hotter than you guys. Like today, like, dude, I tell my wife, I was like, fuck, it's 10 degrees and raining. I'm fucking cold. Like, I had to go walk and get a coffee to warm myself up before this podcast. Literally, I was shaking cold. I'm like, I wish I was kidding. And my wife's like 100 degrees, just casually 100 degrees in Georgia. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, polar opposite. Polar opposite. Yeah. She's like, I'm not going outside. I'm like, fuck. Damn.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's going outside. It's fishing weather. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Speaking of fishing, oh my goodness, shipwreck world event. What the heck? And the thing is though, this is what confuses me. They're gonna be doing a tutorial the first week, and then the second week is when they're gonna launch that world event.
Yeah, that confused me. Yeah, when you sent that, I was confused as hell too. But I'm just like, man, it must be that big of an update. You'd assume that it's that intricate that they don't want people, wasting time on. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm very speculative. I don't understand it either, really.
I don't think it's a tutorial, in my opinion, because let's be honest, even if it was complicated, even slightly, people would pick up on it within 30 minutes in reality.
But maybe that's why they're distinguishing
this is a bug test.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly it. Yes,
and have some time to fix it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Putting it as a tutorial.
That's why I mean, because it's such a big update technically, and nothing, and that's why they want to distinguish that it is a tutorial, because they want to make sure that in case something goes wrong, like that might extra benefit somebody or like negatively benefit somebody, that it doesn't actually count towards like the progress of Shipwrecked. They want to, so I think, so basically, so it is a bug test, basically, yes, yeah.
So this is the dumb question now that I have. Why don't they just do a beta test like they did with Milestone?
Right? I don't know. Great. Maybe they just didn't feel. Maybe they didn't feel like they had enough success with it. It's hard to say. That is a great question, though. Great fucking question. Truthfully.
That, and I think they also kind of ran out of people. Like so.
The sample size just keeps shrinking by the day.
You're such that's so funny. Were streamers, dude. They were all streamers that they gave it to.
Yeah.
So they don't have enough active streamers
that they trust
in the world anymore to let them just have access to the beta. Because then it's, how do you pick? So if it's not the creators, you just pick the people who send in the most complaints.
Yeah, like, no shit. Exactly, like, right? Yeah. Fucking no shit. That's it. And I think they realized like that's how you just completely lose. So yeah, they're just like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do a tutorial. Fuck it. Let's do a bug test.
So like,
let's do a bug test.
Everybody in
open bug test. Yeah. Fuck. That's funny. It's true. It has to be. It absolutely has to be.
You know what it was. Now I think about it. The Project Milestones people had the choice, because I remember.
Oh, true.
I was able to. It was a whole mission though to get to the thing. But the thing was, you lose your progress. So I guess maybe, you lose your shipwreck progress, but you keep your fishing progress.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that's why they're doing, like, they don't want people to feel like they're, I'm wasting my time, testing this for you. Freaking beats. It's just weird.
I don't know.
I've never seen that. And
Yeah, no,
I
you're
don't think
right.
the world event should be that hard.
I think so too. I think
figure out.
that's a little more accurate. I would hope. I hope, yeah.
And I guess like, yo, you guys think this thing's gonna have a leaderboard or what?
Yes. Well, I think so, yes. But I'm just curious of how long these world events take place for. I don't think have they like taken a stance on exactly like how long these world events take place, or is it a daily thing? Is it a monthly thing? Is it weekly? Is it hourly? What like I don't
is it boss based? Like I feel like there's so many factors that can go into that.
It's
because you could also just say how many times you've completed it, right? And then they can make a leaderboard out of that.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah, how many times you completed it.
That would be it.
Right?
That would be it.
But I feel like in that kind of scenario, they can't lock it to an hourly thing. It should be able to be spam.
Yeah, I would hope monthly reset. That's what I would hope. Or like every 6
maybe
months
you're like,
or something. I think we talked about this.
I mean, like maybe your
podcasts
profile.
ago.
Maybe like eventually you'll be able to click on people's profiles and see how many times they've completed something in total. But maybe the leaderboard resets every month, right? So you can see that this person did it 1,000 times,
right?
But you know, in that leaderboard they were first, and in this other one they're like 900th because at this point they just don't care anymore and they're doing a different one.
That is intriguing. Yeah, I'm actually stupidly curious if they're gonna do a leaderboard, how they're gonna go, because there's so many ways they could go about it for sure, like so many ways. And then not only that, like that's just us being degenerate leaderboard because that's all we fucking had. I obviously we want some good rewards. Like what the fuck are the rewards gonna be? Are we gonna be getting fishing upgrades? Like what are I didn't even think about that at this point. Honestly, I didn't even think about it. Period. Not gonna lie.
I'm assuming this got to be the one time where they're gonna have cosmetics. I mean, like if they don't, then it's a huge blunder in my opinion.
Well, that's what. Oh no, I think you're right. Now that you say, because that's what Andrew was saying too. Is that he's desperate to get cosmetics in the game that aren't tied to seasonal events. That's what he said. Yeah. So it could be very well.
Which would be late.
Very well could be. Yeah, we might be getting some like fisherman cosmetic costumes.
Yes, dude.
Oh, maybe that's the pirate. Maybe Zedge, is that what it is? Is that what you've been holding back? Is that what? No, I'm just actually maybe, probably.
A lot's in there. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. The possibilities are limitless. Yo, if they want to, for all they know, we could do some baby shark.
Oh fuck's sakes, we
could do anything, man. Anything's possible. Who the heck knows?
Yo, I'll take a shark mask. I'll take a shark mask. Yeah. I'll turn into a street shark.
We'll just cosplay Jaws or something in people's maxing parties.
Fuck. Oh god.
Oh, so that's where the room limit went.
I want more fucking shit. Dude, I want more people fucking throwing parties, man. I don't like I missed I don't even
It's fun.
Did Xenos have a party? I didn't even know he met.
So.
What is going on?
Dude, I'll tell you this, speaking as a person who 9K, what ends up happening before you 9K, and I'm guilty because I was the same way.
You lose the happiness.
You don't. Yeah, I'll go further.
You just want to get off.
You lose desire.
Yeah.
You just want to get.
You don't
off.
even want. Yeah.
You don't want no one. You're so. That's why it's bad to do this grind like endlessly, man.
I guess I might respect that. Yeah, because they're basically don't celebrate the fact that I have mental health issues now. Basically,
and it's dude.
I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying like that sucks if that's the case. Like that's horrible. Man. That actually is not fun. It kind of happened with me with fucking maxing RuneScape a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, humans are not designed to be at their desk playing video games 16 plus hours a day. Some people might try to argue it, but no.
I lost my vision. I literally lost my vision,
we need to socialize.
I can't see without glasses now because of it, and I regret it forever.
Yeah.
I every day I pray I get my vision back, but I know I'm probably not going to unless I want to undergo surgery, and I really don't. So.
Yeah. And dude, like you look at this is another thing too. You look at your Steam playtime, dude. Like, oh my gosh, at the time, right now it's like 9.8K, but like at the time I think it was like 9.6K, and like, dude, 9.6K hours put into this. Like, don't get me wrong, yo, Fen Research. The reason I did this, I believe in your guys' vision, your dream. Yep. Eventually, y'all will pop off, but like, yo. That's 9.6K hours I could have put to something else in real life, and yo, who the heck knows, man? I could have been a Jeff Bezos or something. You know what I'm saying? Like anything's possible.
Yeah.
With all
like
that time put
That's
into
how
other
much.
stuff.
That's how much we like your game, Andrew. Think about that. Like truthfully,
Like,
think about that. Like
truthfully
think about
do.
if you had gotten paid like $20 an hour for those 9K. Think about that's
Man.
that's some money.
Jeez.
But like,
Yeah.
I think
so
Zedge could have knocked that down to 8. Only down to 8,000 though, if he didn't have to remine everything.
Oh yeah,
I knew you were gonna
exactly.
say
Dude, the remining, my god, dude. Oh,
oh fuck.
there was the gather because it was the bones too. I had to pick up some of them bones too while I was doing bone rape.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, and then you could
no,
have
it was
shaved,
brutal.
off another 300 hours with the weapon
Dude.
crafting.
That's the part that bothers me
At
so much.
least,
It's
right? Like, it's
dude.
got to be.
And
That's
weapon
just a bullshit
crafting,
number.
too. Oh my
That's
god,
just
the
a
weapon
bullshit number. It's
crafting.
got to be more than 300 hours. Or actually,
Dude,
it might be a good ballpark. That might be a good ballpark. Somewhere within 300.
I've been
brutal,
seeing
though.
people. I've been seeing people like, yo, congratulations, y'all completed the mines. My only question is, like, yo, how much weapons did y'all bank? Because, dude, I don't want no one struggling like the way I did.
Look at the...
Like, yeah, the worst. You know what's funny? The worst problem Fen could actually have with this combat update. And yo, listen, please listen to me, Fen.
Shit.
The people who maxed their mine of Mantuban,
Yeah.
are essentially like they can't enjoy combat because they have to make weapons for hours on end before they could go back to enjoying the combat.
Yeah.
Unless they're traders, and this is the big condition, and this is the part, trader, there's someone willing to craft weapons for people to trade. Which I haven't seen like people like offering that service for a hot minute. Like correct me if I'm wrong. Like
oh wait, yeah, actually no. Wait, maybe Stratos? Maybe? I can't remember if he has 500 blacksmith though. I don't think so.
No, it might be close.
I know he was mining ore. Like he definitely was mining ore for people, but I can't remember if he was weapon crafting. I can't remember.
And this is the big thing too. It's like right now this is the issue too. Like gold doesn't matter as much. So like like for example, if I tell yo Dougie, could you craft me like 20 weapons? Yo Dougie, do you want to do that for me? Do you want to craft me 85% weapons? Hello, Dougie? Oh no, right? Your fishbowl's on fire.
Well,
or something?
I would
exactly.
for you, but sadly you're not a trader, so I can't help you out, bud.
No, I'm talking about someone that is a trader asking you this.
Absolutely not. No.
Obviously, you do it for your homie, right? But like, would you do it for a stranger?
Oh fuck no.
Even if exactly. That's exactly it. And if they were paying you, it's still no. Yeah, exactly. It's still no. It's still no.
What am I gonna put all this gold into? It's like
exactly.
Yep.
And dude, that's the other thing with Trader, man. And that's the one thing with Trader too. It's like you have all these like milestones, and this is the thing that's bothering me too. I've noticed, like maybe you might get stuff from milestone 0 to like 3 that people would trade, and then like later on it's only milestone 8 and 9 that people would want, right? The in between though, no one's gonna give a damn about.
Nope.
And I'll be honest, like that Rum Harrington quest where you trade in, you upgrade, but you lose 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Like yo, I'm gonna be real with you, like that's not gonna carry me far. Like that, it's just not it. I don't know what else they could do better for that personally, but like I've had no reason to do that quest, and I have no reason to do half of these quests, and I maxed this game.
Yeah, those
like,
quests. That's for the noobs. That's for casual noobs.
Dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is for casual noobs for sure. Yeah.
To be honest, doing it, I already attempted it. It's painfully annoying. You have to pull out 24, close it, talk to the person, have them turn it into one higher.
They're
you
gonna
get
fix
12.
They'll fix
have to deposit it, and then go back to that same thing and repeat that process. And honestly, I wouldn't even care if they took it away. Like it just at this point,
no man. That quest was so fucked that we do need something better. Yeah, that quest. Fucked, man.
Let me take it out in bulk only for that. Then okay, all right. I get they don't want to do the notes. But let me just talk to the person, open up the bank, right?
Yes.
Like with them, and then change everything I have into that.
Yes.
Right.
Then I'm cool with it.
Right? You know why? Because we're members, and we picked, well, you know, you picked trader, you picked your mode for a reason, right? To use the bank to bank. It's like, yo, let me bank the bank with the NPC.
Seriously though. Seriously, yep.
Because I think that's ridiculous. If I have to click so.
I didn't even know that because I've never really done it. I didn't know that. That's horrible. That's fucked.
You're doing running again.
Basically, they're like, oh, but we put a storage rift there. I'm like, you're not helping.
Yeah, it's not helping. That doesn't. That just. That just
still trash.
Still pisses me off. Yeah. It makes me feel like you half did the effort of finishing this thing. Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually kind of curious if they have like a stat on how many people have actually done it. I bet
I was about to say some crazy shit. I gotta keep my mouth shut.
I get a feeling that no one has done that.
I hope
the
not.
day it came out.
I mean, I got some ideas, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. But yeah, I hope nobody. Yeah, nobody. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I haven't. No, crazy. I definitely. I was like, maybe this will be good for Timmy's Coffee one day. But then I realized that like, you kind of just outgrow the usefulness of it, at least in this current game state. Like until those lower tier things are useful for like world events or dungeons or blah 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 to feed into. Yeah, it's not even. Why would it be worth converting when I can just fucking get XP in real time instead of sitting there going invent, like you said, you got to go invent, deposit, fuck that in the ass. No, one action should be one action. Yeah. Not a million. And then that brings me to the other point too. Thank God Doug brought this up as well. I haven't noticed because I haven't done it and I didn't read the fucking patch notes. Thank God again Doug does that. But so I guess now when banking, whenever banking and withdrawing multiple items and go like whenever you click one item and then go back to the page, like it doesn't auto scroll you to the top of the list anymore is what you're saying basically, right? Like you're in place to where you were. So now that actually so now it's a little more fluid with our brain because obviously whenever we're scrolling down picking and then whenever you click the back button you'd expect to be where you still are, not all the way at the top of the page reset, which is unfortunately what we're so fucking used to after almost 2 years. But now it's finally the way it should be, which is thank God. It's going to be confusing for like a second, but it'll immediately become fluid because it's finally in a fluid motion with what you're actually fucking doing. Yeah, that's.
You know what's funny? I didn't even read that part in the patch note.
Did
for all I know, that came out like earlier in the week.
It was.
All I know is that I finally went to go do the alchemist bounty, and I went to go get 2 of them. I hit back, and I was like, "This is not the top of the page." I was like, "What am I doing here?"
Am I lagging? It's like, am I lagging? What happened? Yeah, glitch.
Oh my God, I glitched
the game.
It's like no, the game's just working properly for the first time in 18 months. Or 20 months, I guess. Yeah. Let's fucking go. Or 21 months. Jesus Christ, I think we're coming up on the 21 months. Yeah. Holy fuck. It's a long time. It's a long time. We're about to put 2 candles in this game. That's kind of fucking crazy. Kind of crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude.
What was the Zedge, bring up what was the thing you were talking about? They fixed whatever the fuck, so you want them to fix the bunny rabbit tail thing or
Oh yeah.
I can't even remember. I'm like cooked at this point.
No, my stuff is like, yo, okay, you guys are fixing this thing with the Easter bunny, like, you know, gloves.
Yeah. Yes.
Most people do not want to wear that dang hoodie because it has that freaking furry tail on the back. Like, dude, it's not even in a proper spot.
And not only that, I don't know if they fixed it, but in certain clipping, it clips through capes as well, which is annoying. I don't know if it still does. I'm assuming it does, but that is that's dumb. It should not be clipping through capes. That's so
just hide
fucked.
it. Like I don't even like looking at it. Yeah. Like there's knowing it's there. I could move my character around. Oh, I see it.
It looks like you shat yourself. Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I sat on whipped cream.
Yeah. It's just. It's like good prank, Finn. Good prank. Yeah. Like.
But dude, it's. Chef is a really strange one to me too, because I'm like, yo, after 9, because we're talking about the months, right? Like,
I want to go do it. I want to go do it now. I don't know if I should though.
But now this is the thing, right? Like, It's something we've been telling you for the past 20 months. Like, oh, you should do this. You should do this. Thankfully, they are doing it.
That's what I mean.
Better late than never.
That's what I mean. I
But,
got it on TimmysCoffee and fucking Ferda, but
yeah,
on the account I want to play, I actually don't have Chef done at all. But that's the thing but that's why I made him a trader, so it doesn't matter. Like I can trade, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why it's like that's why I'm in this dilemma. It's like should I do it just for the sake of being stocked up so it's like on drop I can get it, or do I just pre-buy food, or that's what I mean. Because obviously I want the levels to go. I mean, eventually I want to max the account too. So it's like maybe I should just start doing Chef. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm at a bit of, but I'm just so bored of it because I've done it on almost done. I'm almost maxed it on 2 accounts now. So.
Yeah, and like Chef, like I'll be honest with you too, like lobster better be the best food in this game.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, well, there's multiple things going against lobsters. First of all, you got to deal with a daily time gate using your ventures to get the lobster. That's step number one. Or you vendor, but like, dude, that's gonna cost you a crap ton of money. Good luck.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
don't
on
vendor.
top of that,
God, don't vendor.
you gotta make the sauce. And listen, if you don't have milestone, what is it, 9 merchant for the wine, you have to make a bunch of Kevin trips, and you need the cream, and you need the butter. You need to make the sauce. And on top of making the sauce, now you gotta make lobster, boiled lobster, and then with the boiled lobster, you gotta combine this and the sauce to make the it's a lot, man, to make the thermidor.
Does the pantry make it any easier? I can't remember.
The pantry does make it easier because that's less trips I have to do with Kevin.
Yes.
But dude, it's still
so
like
well, yeah. So it nullifies Kevin, but making the recipe is still a cunt. Yeah.
It's a
yeah. That makes adds up.
It's painful, and that's why, like that being said, like lobsters better be the best food in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
It's too much effort, and if they don't want that to be the case, then I don't know, do something to make to the point where sauce is easier to make or fat. I don't know, do something. Remove a recipe.
Yeah, remove a step. Matter of fact,
yeah. I think there's stuff too missing in pantry that I just don't know, that they could probably remove one of them and just be like, okay, we'll swap it with this thing that Kevin did have. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, because they probably don't want veggie stews in there.
Yeah.
But there's like another thing too, I think that's at Kevin that they could just whatever. But yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Just make lobsters great. The end.
Yeah, no, that's fair, bro. Fair. Yeah, lobsters, they're the biggest pain in the dick. For sure.
Yeah.
I never enjoyed doing them. I didn't do much of them, but I did some. I did love, obviously I love doing the oysters, so I basically do all my oysters on Ferda, and I bank like half. I sell half, bank half. Just so, and the only reason I would bank it all but I have to sell it obviously because again factionless can't trade, and I need to keep upgrading my fishing equipment. Otherwise, I would just bank it all. So yeah, I do have to sell. Yeah. I have to sell some of it. So I got to keep the cycle going, basically from venture to head chef to fishing equipment upgrade. That's how I keep the cycle going on Ferda.
I guess the other question marks that we are gonna have, well, one of them is what the heck are they gonna do with the HP pots? Because that's the other.
Yeah, I think they'll extinguish them. That's what.
Or do you think they'll change them to something that now gives you a buff in combat?
Yeah, see that was my exact thought. It was like it was either going to be one or the other. Yeah, they'll either make it so that it's like a very big like HP boost, like for combat, obviously, or they'll just extinguish it. Yeah, because obviously they want to make food. They want to make food the relevancy of combat or I guess the focal point of healing, rather than the actual HP pots that have been in the game for fucking ever and have been just stupid as fuck. But that'll be the other thing too. I guess I never really thought about, but like so the auto health regen, well that's gonna obviously hopefully stay in place then, right? Because I know RuneScape obviously has like an auto HP regen as well. I just think it's like I can't remember what the exact statistics are on whenever you like regain HP. But obviously, we have that in the game currently during combat. So I wonder how they're gonna go about that. You know, like the because it'll be constant, right? It'll have to be constant.
Yeah.
So I do know that he's. I remember at some point he said that that's staying, but the thing that they did say was combat is almost going to get easier in a way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, we're like, you won't need to heal after every single fight. Like, you could probably do 2 or 3 mobs and then heal, kind of like the RuneScape kind of feel was. Now, if you're fighting something beyond stronger than you, then you'd have to heal midway. But like, if you're fighting like a mob like probably closer to your level, like you could probably fight 2 to 3 of them before you had to heal.
Did they confirm if you'll be able to heal while, like, if you'll be able to eat while in combat?
That I don't know. I
That-
can only
that's
assume that
have
you
to
can.
be have to
That'd be
be able to.
stupid.
You know, yeah, you know what I think they do then? They probably, like, if they wanted to, I don't know, like, I don't know how all this is gonna play out. They could make it so that some food can't be eaten while you're in combat, and other food you are gonna need. That way, that, for example, okay, lobster's the best food for in combat, and then whatever other food is better for out of combat, type of thing. But
That's what I was thinking. Is like the potions would be used outside of combat if they want to keep them in. But
or that, yeah,
but at this point, with the whole potentially it being easier and not having to eat every fight, I think they just extinguish the potions and give everyone gold. That just makes me think that's what they'll do. They'll just go buy. They'll go buy, and people will just get a little bit of gold if they do have them. Yeah. That's fun.
There's too much. I know there's a lot, because the reason too, my thinking behind the whole thing with in combat and out of combat is just because you're gonna have all these. There's too much food in Chef, and I'll be honest with you, you probably don't want a game where like lobster is the best food, and then like the other foods are kind of irrelevant. So you want to, like, find ways to like make it so that that's not the case. Like, situational wise, who the heck knows?
Yeah,
There's so much they could do with that too. That's why it's not nothing set in stone with combat. That's what we know for without a doubt. Until you hit update 5, a lot of stuff should be changing in combat.
I guess that is definitely what also makes it more interesting than RuneScape 2 is the fact that there are different equated steps to obtaining the cooked food. That in RuneScape it's just literally cook or uncook. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a relevancy. That's intriguing. Yeah. Fuck, it's kind of blowing me. Talking about this, I'm like getting my mind blown because I haven't thought too much about it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no.
Getting my own mind blown here. Yeah.
Yeah, you imagine being Fen research employee thinking about all this?
That's what I mean exactly. Like, that's what I mean. I think Andrew. That's what I mean. Andrew probably encourages them not to think about it. He's like, just don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Too much damn scope creep just thinking about
Way too much. Oh yeah. I wanted to ask quick before I forget forever. So Doug, upon the Himatik Treasure quest completion, you like what exactly is the reward usefulness, and like how does it pertain to your grind currently?
Basically, what it does is it allows you to put, well, initially when it dropped, you couldn't put all the fertilizers in there, so it didn't really work with the bounties.
Oh god.
So you still had to go and manually get those, which I thought was kind of pointless because inside of one of the totems or the statues, it showed all of them.
Yes.
So it's like,
I saw
you're
that.
telling me that I can store it,
but
I still need to go pull it out, which felt dumb. They fixed that today. So it was almost the very next day when it dropped, or was it 2 days, something like that?
Within 3 days, within 3 days.
Yeah, and so that got fixed, and now you really don't need to carry on any fertilizer at all, and you can put all your stakes in there as well.
Yeah.
So that basically all you need to do, if you're doing the bounties, you can just grab the seeds and then run around and do it like that. Or if you're just doing actual botany where you're just growing stuff, you don't need to fill up your inventory with a bunch of wood stakes and a bunch of fertilizer and all that extra crap that always filled up majority of your inventory. You can just run off and do it now, which has been huge, dude. It's been so nice having it like that.
Yeah, that's got to make like I guess I haven't done bounties yet, but I can only imagine that makes like the forest run plus bounties just so nice because you don't have to think you don't have to think about your invent filling up at all.
Yeah, exactly. You just go and do it, and your guy just automatically does it. So basically all I recommend you do is just go buy like full inventory of each one. Obviously that costs like a bunch of silver. But at the end of the day, it's like that you won't need to think about it for like the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, you'll make more than enough back in those paid off those bounty boards. Like you won't even
exactly.
Like most people don't even notice that those bounty boards pay you. So like
yeah,
they just think in XP.
Yeah, because
like, you get paid.
Yes, especially since they come in stacks 100.
Yeah,
you walk away with 2,400 of them if you fill up the inventory, and then you don't got to worry about it.
No, it's worth it. Yeah. Honestly, it's worth, especially if you're a low milestone botany. It's so worth it. Yeah, don't ever have to think about doing it again. Well, for a long time.
Yeah,
long time.
Oh man,
can't remember what else. Oh yeah, well I mean, obviously you got to keep saying like we can make Detective global, fan. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, please. That'd be awesome. Just think of carry your game. Just consider it.
Yeah, just
consider the fact that this could be the main staple of your game. Like,
holy fuck, yeah, no shit.
I looked at because I played the what Hope Forest, the Hope Port. They all had like even mine to a certain extent. There's so much like detectiveness built around the main story that I'm like,
oh yeah, you see it in the main story. You're right. You do.
It triggers my mind. It's like, yo, this could be in every episode. Because that's literally what our characters do. We're exploring. We're seeing everything. We're collecting evidence.
Yep.
Like, oh my goodness, man! And dude, every day, and an investigation. I feel like there could just be so much nicer elements to it. Like, I do like the fact that you do your investigation, you run around the thing, and then at the end you pick out who the guy is, who the the suspect is.
Right.
But like, what if they did it in such a way where like as you keep doing the investigation, you start knocking those guys out one by one, so each time you go back or something, there's one less person there because we figured out, okay, you're free to go. You're not involved here at all. Like, there's no evidence against you compared to the other people. Like, stuff like that. And then also, like, there should be puzzles in some form that you have to do to, like, combine evidence, like blood spatter work. You know what I'm saying? That way, okay, clearly you're involved because the evidence is right here, and we just we did blood work or whatever, or we went to the forensics lab in Hopeport, for example, because this crime happened in Hopeport. There's an office there, Captain Gal de Green, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
They switch up a couple things. There's a forensic station there, and we did some forensic work. Boom, you're guilty. Like stuff like that. And then there could just be, I think den raids is like a really nice concept. They could just like, once again, do it in every episode, maybe force you to do a couple things before you go into the den raid, do a small little investigation so that this is the right den raid for you to go to. And make it multiplayer, because that would be even nicer, especially with all this combat change. Like, it would just look so beautiful if done right, and you just do it with a party of a couple folks. So that's it's an even more epic battle. You beat some of the henchmen. All right, cool. Now there's a boss you got to fight.
Do you think that's what they're gonna do for? I was just looking at the world event, and it is prison breakout for detective.
Man,
that's what I mean. So like, that's what I'm saying is like, even if they were to still go global, like it would still work.
Dude,
it would still work.
It could, and it would be even better because then it could. In theory, you could have different prisons.
Yes. Yeah.
So that way it breaks up the monotony. Oh, back to Chronopolis we go. Like, I know there's a big prison there, whatever. But dude, there's smaller prisons too.
There are. There's small prisons. There's one in Hopeport. Yeah.
There's like small little headquarters in every episodes too. Like, dude, that's just
multiple,
how it is,
actually.
man.
Yeah, multiple.
Dude, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, it would be sick. That's what I mean. I hope they do it. I really hope they do it. Like, that would be sick, because I mean, like, even with the world event and the dungeon that they have, it would just make it it would make it that much better. It really would. Yeah. It's not just one episode, not just bound to the fucking trend.
And this is why I'm like, dude, I look, I get you guys want your Stonewall, but y'all gotta focus on the base game right now. Just switch up whatever you can right now while you're still in early access. Because once you're done with early access, you cannot go back to any of this. This is stuck. You're stuck with this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
Yeah, no, I don't want. I mean, as much like I want Stonemaw, but what's up?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll get just give me 1 second. I just spilled. I may or may not have just dumped my coffee all over myself. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's the thing, dude. Like, yeah, no, and that's why I'm like, look, as much as everyone wants Stonewall, I'm 9K. I maxed this game. There's nothing for me to do, right? But yo, I don't want Stonewall fast. I want this game to be great. That way no one has anything bad. Like obviously there will be people who have something bad to say, but dude, there'll be like almost no excuses for people to come up with for why this game isn't good.
Yeah, having farmable combat and having farmable bosses and having these world events and these dungeons, I think that'll make you not want to leave this game in its current, and that's without Stonemaw. So like I think once they get these updates in the game and we don't have Stonemaw, and people will be like, people won't even be thinking about Stonemaw at that point.
Yeah,
they won't even be thinking about it.
If they turn, I guess like because I'm saying this too. Yo, you could use detective as a tool to hype up because global profession. This is the new global profession.
Yeah.
For this island, because I'm thinking, dude. I'm thinking I hope to God after Stonewall, yo, we're going to another island. I look at my login screen for Brighter Shore. On the right side, I see this freaking windmill thing to the right side of the obelisk and the town in the forest, and it looks like another island.
I would imagine. I would hope so, for fuck's sakes, because there are brighter shores out there. Like this is a pretty bright shore, but I'm sure there are brighter shores as well.
Yep. And yo, they could make it. They have multiple ways of going about it. It could be, hey, the island that we get to, you know, it could be established already, or some of it could be established, but where we end up, it's not inhabited, right? So now check this out.
Builder.
No. This is it. No. You got me halfway there. All right. We're at an uninhabited place now. What if because detective is global? Now we get to build the detective headquarters in that uninhabited spot, and we build the town as we go along too because it's uninhabited. But now it is inhabited because we just got there, and so did the rest of the community. You could make a community-wide effort. Yo, we're building a detective headquarters using Builder.
I'm like, dude, it makes me wonder if they'll actually just allow these professions to, like, without declaring them as global, if they'll just allow them to be global. Because you know how, like, essentially, welcome back, Doug. You know, essentially, like, Carpenter is already kind of global with, you know, like, Bonewright, kind of. And then it's going to be global with Builder, probably. So, like, that's why I'm wondering if they'll just take these, like, not, maybe they won't be, like, stamp it as global, but, like, I think they maybe will take these ideas and give us the global ability with it. That would
need to do
I hope so. Yeah, so exactly. But make it. But that's what I mean. Exactly. Make it stand out more than the fucking Bonewright shit going from episode, because that's so. It's almost like a pain in the ass that's even a fucking thing. Make this like flashy and obviously it's so doable with detective. Obviously, it's so fucking doable. It's not even funny.
And I still think, like, man, it'd be tough to do, but add reputation in some way. And once again, each bounty board each bounty board gives you reputation with like somebody or something.
Love that. Honestly,
so that
you get
specialized unlocks, you get cosmetics, like anything better, man. Because you need right now. My complaint is like, mind you, I don't work for Fen. You know, I don't.
Liar.
It's like, but it's like, yo, I want a reason for these bounty boards to exist other than just a EXP collection tool.
XP drop is killing me. It's killing me. Yeah.
And silver, like, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it does get your bags up, but like, dude, there needs to be more to this.
Yeah.
There needs to be.
There needs to be a big. That's what I mean. Like, I just need a reward. All I see in my mind is just like slots flashing. I just want to see that slot go off, and I want to see a drop. I just want to see the RNG board flicker, and I want to be like, oh, I got fucking jack shit. Well, at least I had a chance. We don't even get a chance. There's no fucking chance. There's just nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug, by the way, how was the coffee situation? You good? You all good?
Oh yeah, no, it's good. Don't worry. It just soaked right into the mouse pad. We're all good. It's great.
Okay, I was just hoping it wasn't like burned your dick. I was hoping it wasn't like like molten hot crotch coffee is what I was.
Oh
thinking.
no,
Okay.
oh no, don't worry. Luckily, I made it right before the podcast started, so there wasn't too
Okay,
much
yeah.
left in it, and it was a little bit chilly.
Oh,
But
yeah,
some
right
fresh pants and some paper towels
I
really
hate
does
that.
the job.
But then you got that's the shitty part is you got the mouse pad smell with the coffee is like ugly as fuck for like 2 minutes or a
This
couple
is
minutes.
gonna
You're
be
like,
permanent.
oh yeah, so that might be
This
that might be a
mouse pad
reorder.
will
That's a
smell like
reorder.
coffee forever.
That's a reorder. Yeah, that's a been there.
Yep.
Been there, dude. I've thrown out like 6 Razer mouse pads that I got for free just because I'm like, man, my friends would get them for free with their keyboards and shit. They'd be like, just have them. I've gone through like at least 5 the last like 4 years because I've just coffee dump, full coffee dump, and I'm like, oh, that stinks. I'm like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say this: the texture. I don't know what. I think this one's like a microfiber or like a. I don't know. It absorbed it really well. That's a good.
I believe, yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Should I throw it? Actually, I guess you could throw it in the laundry. Like you fucking wring it out underneath the fucking in the shower for like a minute, and then throw it in the laundry machine. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That or rip it apart.
Yeah, you're actually gonna toss in the trash.
I think this thing only cost me like $15. So worst case, if
I got a
it
good
starts
use.
to get annoying, I'll just order another one.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Oh, man.
I gotta do that soon. Unfortunately, fuck.
Oh yeah, the other thing too, I forgot to tell you guys too, like that, but also yeah, while I was doing that, no, I got invited to this beta test for MapleStory Classic, and yo, all I'll say is this: this conversation always comes back to me with the shareholders and all that, shareholder versus the passion project, and yo, like right now, and I keep saying it right now, Fen is like behind, or they're taking time, right? I do think passion's gonna win in the long term. Just and not having to deal with shareholders, that's such a big thing because the only reason I say this right now, after playing that beta test for MapleStory, I could already tell like from the get-go, okay, yeah, this company's looking to take everybody's money during the start of it. It's not a long lasting thing. On top of it too, dude, I was hearing from like the guy in charge of this, one of the guys in charge of it, because he was complaining in game a little bit, like, yo, they're not giving us proper funding for this game. And I'm just like, well, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck?
Dude, yeah, no, they're not getting proper funding, dude. They're like whatchamacallit. It's just, dude, the way it's set up, they're basically designed to fail. That's the long story short for a classic game that people wanted. And it's so
taking
sad.
the money, taking
the money.
Yeah, so
exactly, and it's like, bro, and I see it, and I'm like, nah, man, this is why I'd rather just stick to Ferda Shores. Like, if I'm gonna go ham, I'm going ham on a long-term game that I know doesn't have a greedy person behind it or greedy, shareholders behind it.
Yeah,
because that's ultimately what it is, dude. You gotta deal. This is what sucks about MMORPGs this day and age. Whenever there's venture capital behind it or there's shareholders, any of that, it's all gonna go down the gutter. Yeah, it's screwed.
That's why I'm worried about Jagex. Could still happen to Jagex, man.
Yeah, no, and it will.
It will exactly. It will.
Because, dude, it's only a matter of time. What's gonna happen? Oh, we're not getting enough money. We need to raise membership prices.
Yeah,
let's go.
And that's what they'll have to do it through membership. You're right, because they've already extinguished the microtransactions. That's the only way they can do it is through membership. Yeah, they would have to. They have to. It's the only way now.
They're gonna start to struggle.
They will. Eventually, they will. And they already are. Exactly. They already pinned themselves in the corner. It's just this is gonna happen.
And check this out. They might even remove bonds just because people might try to use that as a method to avoid it.
Leverage. So, yeah. Because then they just that's the thing. Is that fuck? But that I think that's why the bonds is just the best thing for the game, because even in that scenario, you have them playing more anyway, and if they don't, if somehow they come up short on their RNG because they weren't able to play, then they have to buy the membership anyway. So exactly, it doesn't. That's why I think bonds are just. It's like an unbeatable system, but they will but inevitably still they will raise membership, which then raise bonds prices, which then makes people have to play more, which is going to cause controversy, which is going to cause people to quit. So yeah.
And then people are gonna quit. They're like, "Oh, is
Brighter
there any
Shores,
other
Brighter
game like
Shores.
RuneScape? Is there any other game like RuneScape? I haven't seen in a while."
Yep.
And people would be like, "Well, fun fact. Remember Andrew Gower? Yeah, he made this game called Brighter Shores, and yeah, at first people didn't like it, but now they love it. Now everyone's coming to Brighter Shores."
Yeah.
Boom. And
Yep.
all Andrew
Hopefully.
needs to do is keep it like I'm trying to think. Keep it like Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Copy the script from Arizona. Keep your price point the same until like God knows oblivion. If you could keep it forever as whatever 6
Yep.
USD or whatever, keep it like that. And then boom, now because the fact that you're now Mr. Arizona, but for MMORPGs, everyone and their mother's gonna be coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's just like me right now.
Milestone 4.
Yeah, dude, there's so many MMORPGs right now that are flopping because they all just want you to pay money. And then I think Jagex, like like you said, they got rid of their microtransactions, which is good in terms of the people coming in so that they know that, now the grinds, you've earned it rather than paid for it. But that's a lot of money that they're about to lose. And they're either going to need to continue to increase the cost of the monthly subscription or the layoffs.
The layoff.
Jagex are going to be crazy.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. Because, Jagex's employees, especially on old school staff now, I think the old school staff probably has more, if not the same as ours.
They got to have more.
So, which is crazy to think from like even just 6 or like 8 or 9 years ago, but like a while ago, like almost a decade ago, there was always between 10 to 20, and now I think it's like now I think they're cooking with like at least 100. I think I could be wrong, but it's a fuck. Like they stopped at one point. They were able to list it on the on like the update page, like on every I can't remember what it was called, but on every update page they would sign like the weekly thing off with like all the JMod names. You can't, you cannot do that anymore.
You can't do that no more.
No way in fuck could you do, and you probably can't even legally do that anymore with how many people want to probably be private at that company. But like when you like whenever old school started, you were public as fuck. I bet there's so many employees now that you just don't even know work there. Period. Yeah, it's old school literally capped RS3 relevant. Funny enough, it's crazy. It is fun, and I never expected that, but I'm glad it worked that way because it is truthfully it is the superior game. It is, and thank God, and that goes to show that Andrew made the superior game. So get fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's about to fucking take it over with Brighter. He's like, hold my beer and watch this. Shores is coming, boys. Like, fuck yeah.
Yep. The graphics are good with Brighter Shores already as is.
So dude, that quest, man,
way better.
in the Himatik Treasure, whenever you get that zoom in thing on you get to see your eyes. You get you actually have eyes and eye color, and I got to finally see. I was like, oh yeah, my eyes are green as fuck on Hellfire, and that's what I wanted. I wanted him red hair because his name's Hellfire, so I wanted him to be like devil-like, but I wanted him to have green eyes because I wanted him based in the forest. And also he's a guardian. So that's in RuneScape, you don't have eyes. You have you have soulless sockets. Oh yeah, soulless sockets. That's what we're gonna see. It's fucking ugh.
Dude, the only UI thing that I think there's two things I wish that we could do. One, I wish I could zoom out a little bit more than what we are now, so I could see more of a room. Yes. And then two, the only other thing that I want more than anything is how big that circle is up at the top whenever you're working on something. And why do I need to see the card every time I pick something up or make something? Unless you're maxed.
The card's interesting.
They need to shrink the circle down, make it smaller. It doesn't need to be that big. I don't need to see it like that. And then I
stopped seeing it, but it is annoying.
Stop showing me the card.
The card's crazy.
I ever see it. The only time I ever see it
you're talking about the
when,
XP circle.
Yeah, and then the fact that the card, like I'm blacksmithing right now, like it'll pop up in a sec, you get the gigantic fuck off the card, and the card pops up beside it. Yeah, it's like horrendous.
I don't need to see it. The first time, sure. The first time you hit something or do something for the first time, okay. I don't need it every single time. I really don't.
I do. I stopped seeing it, but you're right. It is an eyesore. If you're actually like paying it to, it's an eyesore for sure.
Yeah. It's an eyesore in the sense like, oh, I'm still like here, like right.
Yeah,
right?
True, exactly.
No,
that makes it. that is
No,
another.
where it gets in the way for me is when I'm running around. All right, so either in the forest or doing forager, right? Specifically, where I've noticed it is when I'm collecting trout, and there's the bell plants there also. I can never find the perfect angle where I can kind of just slowly click on everything without that thing getting in the way.
They changed it,
Oh.
but it used to be a problem with Durabin. It was the bounties though. Actually, it was a problem with the Durabin bounty. The way that the bounties would pop up, it would block the whole wall of Durabin.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
and
they changed
like,
it now, but that is
it.
exactly. They just
shrink it.
Yeah,
Like, why
shrink
is
it and then get rid of the card.
big?
Yeah, get rid of the card. Yeah, completely.
Oh man, yo, some feedbacks too. Yo, if you guys can, if you're watching the podcast, please submit that as a feedback too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fuck. And I meant to say this. Obviously, comment, guys. Comment anything, please. Just comment in general. Just say what's up. Say hey for algorithm. Like, subscribe, please. We're losing subscribers for some weird reason, but I would definitely. Obviously, we want to see your comments first off. Definitely just help the podcast grow, boys. It'll help the game grow. It'll get us better updates. It'll get us just a better community to work with as well. Like, you never know who's gonna hopefully join the community next. It could be the next the next Urixum. You never
Yeah.
fucking, who knows, man.
Pretty much.
Fucking Lynx Titan might join. But I want to see Zedge. Let's get at the very end. Well, getting close to the end, but filtration. What's up, brother? What's up, man? What's going on?
Well, yo, I remember
3 months later.
What's up, bro?
I remember I had Blacksmith maxed out. I wasn't able to do it because I was too busy with this dang 9K grind. But now that I'm not that busy at all, filtration station. Let me tell you, it's one of the best things that they ever added to this game. I know other people are against that thought, and I don't blame them. The reason why is just because the fact that it's a bounty board. Like, bounties were never designed to be, hey, we're going to be doing this super brain heavy activity. They were more designed as I'm going to deliver the XYZ. It almost felt like a fetch quest of sorts, and I just craft something and I'm done. But then Filtration Station, it changes that entirely because it's a mini game, and I'm freaking all for it. Like, I do love the puzzle aspect about it.
Right.
I do enjoy that there is like a skill ceiling of sorts for it, especially because of the difficulty modifiers. My only real big complaint though, well, two of them actually, my two biggest complaints though are there's two bounties that, like, for Filtration Station specific, that should be at the end. In my opinion, that's Twin Filter and Twin Streams, because those, they make you think. And on top of that, it's like you have to focus two things at once. Whereas all the other ones, it's just you focus one pipeline and then you're done, basically.
So you're saying those Twin Streams and Twin that should be after the conveyor?
They should be milestone 8 and milestone 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know whenever they show up, but okay.
Yeah. No worries. But the thing is, in order to even get these, so the way it starts off, you start off with basic. You need to do, and that's milestone 2. To do the next set, which is generator, you need milestone 3, and you needed to have done 20 basics.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't, that's the only way you're able to get the rest of these other game modes.
Yeah, see, I didn't know there was I didn't know there was the milestone progression. I thought it was just the game progression. I didn't know there was milestone progression.
There's milestone progression
That's
too.
Pretty cool. That's kind of cool.
And dude, in order for you to even get them, you need to do the previous one 20 times.
Yeah.
And it's like, my goodness. And dude, but it does get those two specific, the Twin Filter and Twin Streams. I know there's people out there who didn't even get that far enough to those, but I guarantee you if anyone gets to those, they are going to start molding like crazy, because it's just not designed for you to, like, free ball it. You do have to kind of plan out a little bit ahead of time. Yeah, hey, some people may call me a cheater, this and that, but I be using Paint, and I just be mapping it out in my head before I do it. Like, how am I going to do X, Y, Z? Where am I going to... This is the other thing, too. You got to worry about these cross-pipe things. Dude, these cross-pipes, like, oh, my goodness. Because you got to make sure... The way this whole filtration station set up... The whole way this filtration's set up, once you set up a pipeline, you can't, like, go through that pipeline again. So you need to use a cross pipe.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're cooked. And dude, that's the whole. It's all mini gaming.
I like that.
And it's like
but...
you gotta use the brain, you gotta plan ahead. But dude, I swear to God, trust me, guys. If you use paint with the cross pipe, like yo, you're good. Yeah. Like if you're struggling that bad, that's my advice for everybody listening. And yo, feel free to shout me out in any future YouTube videos y'all do with if y'all make a guide for this, because I'm making the guide. I'm just not that guy,
oh,
but
shit,
yeah.
Fuck that, yeah.
But yeah, no. Once you get the twin filter, twin streams though, you feel it. And there's two there though that I feel like are super easy in my opinion. It's go the distance and conveyor belt. And the only reason why conveyor belt, the way there's literally a conveyor belt at the top, and it gives you different parts to choose from. And like, bro, the fact that you have that ability to choose whatever part you want, it's like super easy mode in my opinion. And it's the same thing with go the distance. The only difference is you're the conveyor belt. So you don't even have to walk around. That's the difference between the two, between conveyor and go the distance.
Interesting.
But super easy mode, I'd even argue those two should be like after before rotate only and faulty flow. Rotate only, the way that it works, all the pipes are set up. You can only rotate. You can't swap around the parts. You can just rotate. And then you set it up so that your flows are good. Because the way filtration works, you have to get it to one filter, and then that filter splits the poison from the good water, from the pure water, whatever. And yeah, so rotate only. All you do is rotate pieces, and then you're done. And usually it's like 1 to 2 clicks at best, and then you're just done. It's like a think fast type of thing, which is kind of like interesting. And then the other one, faulty flow, the flow just goes it stays super fast, but then there's like these parts called reservoir. So you put it down, and it takes longer for that pipe to fill. Yes. And so it gives you a longer time to set up the whole thing. Faulty flow is kind of tricky too. So yeah, if I were to go back, if I were done research, honest opinion, I would keep the basic up there, generator, whatever. You could keep that. I would move up to go the distance, conveyor belt to milestone 3, 4. Then after that, I would do rotate only, faulty flow, and then twins at the bottom, and then the end. And then the difficulty wouldn't be so like, oh my gosh, I'm frustrated with this mode, because I do think that some people, they give up usually by the time they get the rotate only because it's too fast for them.
Right.
But if they give them the modes where you have more control, then yeah, dude, it's like I think people would learn to enjoy it more personally. But yeah, it was just super anticlimactic once I got the twin streams. That was the hardest one, because you have 2 of them to worry about now. And dude, once I got to that one, yo, I had to think. You still have to be fast too. Even if you have it down on paper, like you know the route, you still gotta do it. Oh man. Yeah, no, overall though, like this is an awesome like game mode. I just wish it wasn't attached to a bounty board. And on top of that, I do think there should be a leaderboard for this somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they should do it for each game mode, but they should just do it for how many filters a person has done.
I think they could easily do it by game mode. I think they easily fucking could. But just give a reward table too, or give like cosmetic, like more than XP, something more than XP, or for each complete, like obviously you're gonna get leaderboard position, but like give a point system toward a shop. Like put a shop in there is what I would do, where you can buy with however many completions. You get like 1 point per basic completion, 3 point per whatever the fuck, well 5 points for whatever, 10 points for expert or whatever the shit.
Difficulties,
and then have a reward shop that you can buy like a fucking filtration outfit from, or buy like a chance at like a pet is what I think is cool. It's like gambling your points for like a pet. And then obviously the rest is just like you can buy the shit. Fuck, if they do that,
anything,
and then do that with more things like filtrate, then you have that's what I mean. That's where you forget Stonemaw exists. You don't even give a fucking
that's
shit.
What they need to do.
Yeah, that's the distraction. Distraction and diversion, man.
Distract them. Yep.
All right.
RuneScape did that good.
You didn't die. I thought you died. I thought you killed yourself. What the fuck?
So basically, my take on the whole filtration station, I think and I already said this, it is a total skill gap for some, because at the end of the day,
it is.
For me, like, dude, like you, like I was
I'm
that idiot kid that was trying to jam like the square into like the circle piece, right? So you know, so basically I was not good at puzzles ever in my life. Now I get it. They made it and it's good. And from what people who are good at that kind of stuff with that level of puzzle, they love it. And I think that's awesome. And I don't want to, like obviously it's not something that I think that should ever go, or like they should stray away from it. My only issue I ever had with it was why is it that every time I went to the blacksmith bounty board, 90% of the board, at minimum 70% of the board was all filtration station. I just like for me, it should be a half and half. It should never overtake another one because if you're not good at that, then that bounty board for you is entirely useless, which was 90% of my issue.
I've never I haven't had that problem in so long. I know it was a problem.
Yeah,
I swear that I just opened a fresh board, 2 out of 6. And my last one was 1 out of 6. You barely
I've
get
had boards where 0.
I'm telling you, I've had boards with 0. Tons of boards with 0.
So basically,
Doug, I think you got RNG. I think Doug has bad RNG. Doug has bad board RNG.
Worse than me.
See, Zedge has bad weapon crafting RNG. You just have bad board RNG. It just happens. You just got to shit account.
You know what? That's fine. You know what? I'll take bad board RNG over bad crafting RNG.
Sure, honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. That is fact.
I'm okay with that.
True.
If that's my trade-off,
true as fuck.
I'll have like 80% weapons before Zedge has 1. But
Trust me,
boy, he's got filtration station.
Yo. Seriously though, yeah. I never see filtration, but I did at the beginning. At the beginning, I absolutely did. But they changed it.
They mentioned that too. Yeah.
They mentioned it in the past. They did. Yeah, they did.
Yep.
I remember that. I do. I was very excited.
So whenever you were done the
mines, didn't change for me.
And that you were also basically done the mines at that point.
Yeah.
Dude, and that was my last real push too. Was blacksmith, and I'm just like, of course. I'm like, of course, this is the shit I get stuck with.
Let me filtrate my way.
If only I 9K'd quicker and account sharing was legal. I would be like, yo, Doug, let me do them real quick.
Christ.
Let me do them. Let me take care of
this.
Dude, no.
Dude, I would have let Zedge log in. I would have came back and be like, yeah, I accidentally maxed.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd be like, yeah, it's done already. That's
Sorry.
my bad. He's like, but I was so close to finishing this one. I had to do it.
I had to do it, bro. Sorry. I had to take care of business. I had to get the twin streams going. Oh, man.
The fucking akimbo, this shit.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think overall, I think more stuff like that should be added. Just in like different ways, like because I'm not saying I'm bad at every kind of puzzle, but those kind I'm bad at, right? But like as you were talking about before the stream, the what was the quest for the mines? It was the fractured reality. When we had to hit you were basically mining and had to keep dropping stuff down and make it work with the explosions. That I'm okay at. Like I'm not bad at that. Like I got that one done. It, obviously I tried to jam it into like an hour doing the whole quest before I had to go to work, so I had to break it up. But in reality, like those I like. So there's different kind of puzzles I'm good at and other ones I'm not at. And I feel like everyone's like that, right? Some people may struggle on other things more than others. So if they want to keep doing it, I say bring it, but make it even so the people who are bad at it don't need to push through it if they don't enjoy it.
That's fair. And don't fill up Doug's board. Like, God, what the fuck?
Yeah, God.
Don't just shove it in his face. Like, no, you're doing it. You have to do it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want a board? Cool. Here's your legendary twin filter. I'd be like, you can peak D's, bro.
It was bad.
Like, are you out of your mind?
That's funny. That is funny as fuck. Here's your legendary akimbo. Fuck you. Here's your double middle finger. Like perfection.
Dude, it really was.
That's so funny.
All the epics, they were all for that, and I'm like, you can.
It was bad in the beginning. It was.
No way.
I wasn't doing much in the beginning, but it was every time I went to the board, it was like, what the fuck, man. I know I bitched about it too. It was in one of the first
terrible.
one of the first podcasts. I was just fucking I was pissed as fuck about it.
And, dude, whenever I got the epics too, like I'd be like, all right, well maybe this time I'll get it, and I'd go there, I'd try like 3 or 4 like times and just fail, and then I'm like, this is, you know what? And then after that, I'd leave the room mad, and I just feel stupid.
Yeah.
Now I'm mad, and I feel like an idiot, and it just wasn't good.
No, yeah, it was the BS. It was the BSing episode. I just went off. I was like lost my fucking mind. Yeah, because I was like, not only do I hate this shit, I was like, that's all I get. That's all I fucking get. That's why I was so pissed. I was like, just put a reward system behind it so I could at least fucking enjoy it in that aspect. And then it's been 4 months.
Yeah, there's so much ways they could go about all this too. And I think there was an idea I was mentioning to people, like, yo, they could have one bounty for like each. So like each bounty would have like a keystone bounty, so that would be like the special bounty. And that way, even if you do have that bountiful milestone, you could do that one, or you could just do the regular bounties.
Shit.
Yeah. I think that you should have the option,
right?
To re-roll.
Oh.
Maybe not like multiple times, right? But hear me out. What if every bounty board that you got, you had the option, you can't take anything. The second you take something, you can't re-roll. But if you want to re-roll the board, if you don't like the way it looks, you get like 1 free re-roll per board. I feel like that'd be kind of tough.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to make that even. I like that. I'm trying to think of how to make that better, because obviously, like higher, like maybe every 3 milestones you get like an extra roll or something. So I'm trying to think of something not too OP. Because obviously, I want every milestone extra roll, but that's OP as fuck.
Here's a dumb question. Has anyone ever confirmed, like, hey, for example, if I'm milestone 3 blacksmith, you're milestone 3 blacksmith, do we get the same bounties? Has anyone ever confirmed?
Oh, we definitely don't. I think it's RNG. Yeah, we definitely don't.
Yeah, I think it's all RNG.
Then you could do the reroll thing. Now, if it was like the same for everyone, then that'd be a little. I mean, you could still do it, it would still be scuffed.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Hear me out.
Yo.
What if the rerolls cost money?
Gold. Yeah.
Gambling. Kibosh.
Give it a use, dude. Think about it.
It is a gold sink, so I'd be with it. It's a gold sink. It's not a gamble. It's a gold sink, Andrew.
Yeah. It's like you don't like this board. That's fine. You can re-roll. 1 time is free, and then after that, any other time. What if it's like
keeps going? It's on a multiplier. It keeps going,
and then the time after that's 100
silver. Yeah.
You can re-roll as much as you want, but the price continues to go up.
Absolutely, and it has to refresh the whole board. That's the thing. You got to be penalized. It has to refresh the whole board.
Yeah.
You got to be like I am sacrificing the whole board on a refresh.
Yeah. So you can't. All right. So just we're back on the same point. Yeah. Dougie's idea was, you can't pick anything. You can only re-roll if you don't pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pick, you're cooked.
Yes.
You can't
exactly.
Re-roll.
It has to be almost punished. Like you have to be certain you want to do it.
Yeah, because I feel like it'd be broken. Because if you end up getting an epic and
people
then
would abuse
it and re-rolled until you found
yes, exactly.
I'll be honest with you, because like there's people out there, such as myself, we're good at filtration stations, so we'd be abusing it.
Yeah,
I'm just
to an extent. I mean, like you can abuse it to an extent, but you're losing you're gonna be losing a fuckload of gold if you want to.
Yeah, but I did notice with filtration though, like I'm literally locked. Like usually, sometimes I get lucky, and if I finish a filtration, I do get another one. But if it's like I'm all out of filtration, and I try to like make weapons to try and like fish for one, I can't fish for one. To save my life.
Yeah.
And I've done it like 2 times already. Like obviously I haven't done it a billion times, but I've done enough where it's like, okay, no, this doesn't work.
I think that
and that's intentional.
And this idea is good for you too, for accounts like you who don't have anything better to do in the game, that at least gives you something to do. Like especially considering you like that, especially for filtration too. Like obviously like people
went in.
Go.
No, sorry, go.
No, go.
No, I think we're both headed in the same path, and basically saying that like you log in, you see that it's all crafting, you don't want it, and then you're able to re-roll it, and then you can re-roll it until you get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then what I'm thinking is the people who are maxed and want to keep doing, because people like Grizzly did chef like 6 times. He basically did 500 chef like 600 times, dude. He did because he loved the bountiful board. He just abuses the bountiful board for gold because he loves gold. He's not getting XP, or he's getting some KP obviously, but he was only doing it for the gold. He just loves the gold. So what I was thinking is like max players or people like who just want to keep spamming the same boards, like Grizzly, or somebody who maybe loves the mining board, somebody who loves the blacksmithing board, someone who loves whatever the fuck. If someone loves the Bonetron, you're insane, but fair enough. Like if somebody wants to spam that post milestone 10 and wants like a, you know, like more than just the bountiful, like it wants the full board refresh, that gives them, it's just like that extra aspect to just fuck with. I like it. I actually do like it. I hope Fen takes that. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I mean, I could send an email about that. I literally, I've never thought about that concept until right now.
No, there's been a few of those this episode,
And I think that would actually, that would do everyone really well. You know, if you're looking for something specific, you know, you have the opportunity to look for it, you know, but like if you're looking at like, you know, a board that has like, you know, you got one purple on there and the rest is common, but the rest of it's something that you don't want, you can re-roll it, but you take the risk of losing it. So
exactly.
It could be worse when you re-roll.
Could be way worse, and you spend money on it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like it. So I like that. Yep.
And it gives the money a purpose now too, because everyone's just racking money up. Trading's dead right now.
That's a good sink. That is honestly a good sink.
Yep.
Say goodbye to your fucking
I actually
gold
would have done it on my last board I just did, because it was all commons, and I'm like, you know what? I would love to re-roll that for some money.
Yes, seeing a straight white board does suck, truthfully. Yeah, and that's all I've been fucking seeing, I swear.
Yeah, the worst.
Hang on, sorry, I was letting my package in. My package got delayed like 2 days in a row, and now they finally are calling randomly while I'm recording the podcast to get into my building, and I'm like, yes, get in, get the fuck in. Oh, yeah, heard the door, holy shit. Gosh. I can't even remember. Oh wait, have we gone through it? Oh yeah, obviously. We kind of went through it. Yeah, reorganized the emote list. Obviously, that was that trolled the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie, completely threw me off. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to that food update. That food update got me really hyped. I don't know why, but it just because it reminisces with RuneScape so much. But it's just kind of like what combat. It just makes combat make more sense, and obviously it makes the food existing in the fucking game make more sense, because everyone was speculating it might be like a dungeons thing. That would fucking suck.
That's what they said. That's what they said originally.
If they did, that's so lame. Yeah, if that's what they said, oof, bad idea. Bad idea.
Thank goodness.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. No, Sam was talking about it being a fuck. No, you're right. Yeah, Sam was talking about it being like a dungeon type thing where it's like a cooking. Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh god.
Well, don't forget the bigger thing too was the whole like. I mean, it's still an issue, but they're slowly like chipping it down. I feel like the whole thing with professions, like as far as like the power that is bestowed upon them. Like usually you would tell a new player, yo, like you need to get your alchemy up like milestone 10. Like it's the most important thing in this game because it's used everywhere. It has so much utility. They're removing some of that utility and putting the chef, which chef needed, by the way. Chef had nothing for utility.
Chef in every game I've ever played has usually almost always been one of the most singular important things.
Yeah.
In terms of just cooking, for healing, and for anything else. And this was the first time I ever logged in and I saw Chef was 100% useless. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to touch it because
it's literally a cape. Yeah, it was a cape.
Yeah, it exists for a cape and I guess some gold, but at the time it was like, why would you do Chef when you could go do leatherworking if you're focused on gold?
And that's why and obviously I was doing Chef while everybody was making bank at gold, and I was like, fuck, I'm locked into this hope work grind and I want to die. And that was when Chef was 100% useless. There was no bank for it at that point. Fuck.
And I'm one of few 9Kers. We did it without even doing it. Because all we took all our KP from combat and we put it right in that thing.
Yep.
So like, because it was useless. There was nothing to get out of it. And I've been having this stuff with a bunch of people. I know there's a bunch of people that hate me solely because of the fact that I kept bad mouthing like Chef being bad and useless.
Yeah, no, you did a lot in the beginning, but it was true. It was just facts.
I had to do it. I did it because I wanted to get better. And luckily, now we're in a good direction. And hey, all those people in the future, LOL. Now it's useful. But hey, I'm the one who brought it on to all of y'all. Because the moment I started egging people on about it, they started making Reddit posts.
True.
That's just it.
It's sad, but literally actually sad as fuck, but true. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So what do you guys? And I know we slightly touched on it earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're going to do a mixture of, the HP potions, right? And food. Maybe they both play two different parts in combat. Or if they're going to get rid of it, obviously they're not just going to delete it out of the game. They're going to have to replace it.
I think they're going to replace. I think with gold. I think they're replacing it with gold. I think they're doing the same thing. Yeah.
I think they
should.
What would
that do to the list?
I think they should do that.
Because then what would kelp turn into? Wait, hold on. I forget how you make it. Hold on, I'm pulling.
They'll figure it out.
For healing,
First off, that kelp sucks to get.
Kelp and wall plants. So then, what would those go to?
Well, that's what. So probably. I'm trying to think. Maybe
that's the thing. Like, what do you do with those two reagents then?
You have to put it into a different potion, yeah.
But then that removes another two.
Trying to think.
Just make another dungeon potion. Call it a day. To be determined.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was thinking. Yeah, fuck.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you do with those two reagents? Because if you try and put it to a different potion, then you're removing another two reagents. So where are they going to go with it?
No, I meant like a brand new pot, right? Like.
Yeah, they would do a brand new pot.
Yeah, like brand new pot. So, I had a potion in mind and it just went away because it'd be like a combat pot. But they have like specific like kind of specific like strength pots. But I was thinking like a combat pot where it's like an overall where it like does like a HP attack and defense boost, like in one.
Yeah, you know what? What if it boosted you in? Yeah, you know what? That would actually be smart.
That's what I was. That's kind of what I was thinking because it is a little bit RuneScapey, but like that pod in RuneScape is fucking useless. So, I think they have ultra. I think they have like ultra combat now, which is somewhat. I can't remember. Fuck, I don't know.
Or like, what if they turned it into a you know how like in every chapter that you have to fight, you need to bring that potion. What if you're doing combat? What if combat had its own potion, right? So you don't need a potion for every chapter. You just need the combat potion for the XP bump.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I kind of actually like that. I kind of don't mind that. I don't hate that at all. Because it kind of actually I don't mind that at all. Yeah, because you're right. Currently it's just like based off of popping like a fucking mind spot or whatever the fuck which is kind of
and then rather than having to worry about per one, all you gotta do is worry about
just one in general, one across. Yeah, it's global. Yeah, it's globally.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't mind that at all. Yes.
Actually, yeah, they should do that. Yeah, they should do that.
They should.
No,
I can get behind that. Yeah.
No, so that's a good one. The other reason too why I say this, I really just think alchemy, it's too important right now. Like it's too.
I was thinking about that earlier,
bro. It's too overpowered. I would even argue like, put like buffs into the chef too, because dude, maybe chef could work as two. It could work as a heal, and then it could work as like you eat a certain food, and then you get buffs too. I think it should do both of those purposes.
I think I even mentioned on a podcast going off that I was even thinking like food because people might have a stockpile of it so much, and obviously like you were saying too, people might only want to use one certain food because it has such a better use than the other. Which is what I was thinking is eventually food could be fed into alch ingredients.
Yeah,
I know we've mentioned that before. That would be another use for food.
Something.
I think they're gonna tweak food. I think because there's so many different foods you can make, right? And obviously, they should make some stronger than others in the idea that all food works the same way. But I don't think it will. I think what they're going to do with food is they're going to make it per mob. Every food will have its own benefits against each one.
Working better
maybe?
or worse off of a mob, maybe. It's
You know what
hard
I
to
mean?
say. I don't know, actually.
But at the same time, then how does that work with
Yeah.
healing? It's
Yeah,
like, do you get hurt in a specific way with healing?
Right.
And maybe
does one food heal better against a certain damage from a mob? Yeah, right. I mean, that would get that'd be intricate as fuck.
Yeah,
but...
because then how do you prevent the people from just spamming the same
food? They'd only want the same one. Yeah, they'd only want one.
Like no one would cook anything else.
That's right.
Like they need to make it different for what you're fighting,
and all still have good foods, and still have good uses too. Yeah.
Or like maybe only certain foods. Okay, here we go. Here's an idea. What if specific foods heal you differently in different chapters, right? So what if, let's say, like bacon sandwich heals you 75% in Hope Port, but only 50% in Hope Forest, right? So if you want the Hope Forest, you need sausage and mash, and that does the 70%.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, well, it would be like chestnuts, because chestnuts come from the forest. But yeah.
Why don't I just teleport to Hope Port then, and then come back to Hope Forest? You know
that seems like a lot of work. Let's say, okay,
I mean, technically, I guess,
fighting,
but that's fucking lame. That's some fucked up tactic shit. But I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess.
What if you're fighting?
Maybe you have to be engaged. If you're engaged with the mob, then you're cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're bound to that.
Yeah, I feel like that would be. I mean, you could. I feel like that's XP waste, but sure.
Slightly, but I feel like
you know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. I'm fighting the outlaws. Okay, all right. And now I need to either teleport over to Timberwell portal and run up, or I need to go to, Hope Forest Central and then run over. But that's still wasted time. Like, wouldn't you prefer to just make the chef potion or make the chef food and just call it a fucking day?
You'd be surprised the limits people would go to avoid chef.
Hard to say. Yeah, it's possible. It's likely. It's likely. I believe it. I do believe it. Sadly, there's some.
Dude.
I was gonna say degens, but it's really just like there's really just people who just.
I mean, in reality, if you think about it, it's the same idea as Bone Right. I mean, everyone went out of their way to not do it and just passived it. So, I mean, people absolutely could, but for the people who are like hard grinding and want to get it done quick, like Use Edge, they did what they had to do to be able to go through it. And you went up through Bone Right faster than anyone else because you had all the wood. So like, if you got this material for it, go for it. And I think it forces people to almost have to do it for the convenience. Because like right now, that's why I'm banking all the wood. One, for builder, but two, because when eventually I go to start crafting weapons and I want to make them epic, like I'm gonna need the wood. Or I have to go and buy it and then just keep running back and forth. I'd rather just make it and have it so it's already there.
Yeah, they got some. Fuck, dude. I hope we're giving them decent ideas to play off of because, it's clearly they've got to be thinking the same shit. I mean, like, fuck, this is gonna be difficult. Like, we can make it happen, but yeah, fuck. I'm just looking forward to food being useful. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I think I was gonna say it's been just over 2 hours. I was gonna say that like 4 minutes ago that it's been we're coming up on 2 hours. So if you guys do want, I mean, like I was gonna say we kind of went over. I think we went over just the perfect amount. Obviously, we went over like a little long about a couple of things. So we were talking about fucking anime for 20 minutes, which was fun. But I mean, it was worth it. That's a podcast. But yeah, I think we'll call it there, boys, for now. That's hopefully hopefully we do another one within 3 weeks. Hopefully we can get a guest as well. It's a little difficult in this current climate. It seems like it's a little more capable whenever it's like winter and more people are around and off work and stuff. But we'll see if we can get a guest for the next episode, for episode number 10. But for now, guys, that was Ferda Shores Podcast, episode 9. Please do comment, like, subscribe, and also, comment, guys, if you do like filtration. Comment if you like or hate filtration, if you guys can't decide on a comment to comment. But for now.
Oh, thank God you specified.
I
was gonna say, if it was only if they liked, we'd have one comment. It would be Zedge.
Make your opinion known. Make your opinion known on filtration. But for now, guys, we're out. Peace.
Stay massive, such a passive.
Yes, sir.